U of L hosts the third-ranked team in the country, and this is going to be a tough one to win. For some perspective here, Clemson is on a 21-game win streak.
It may be a tough win, but you really only need one game, so it's certainly not impossible. Our photojournalist Stephen Peak reminds us of a time in Louisville's football history where the Cards came out on top after going in as the heavy underdogs.
Saturday at noon, the Louisville Cardinals will get a rare chance to shock the nation. Sure, there have been notable games that got national attention. For instance, the 1991 Fiesta Bowl, 1994's upset over 18th-ranked NC State, which appears to have been played on a freshly paved field. The 2013 Sugar Bowl was the biggest upset in BCS Bowl history, but that was a top 20 Louisville team playing a Florida team that had just missed playing for the national championship. I'm not saying they were disinterested. Please don't at me. The 63-24 dismantling of number 2 Florida State just a couple of years ago certainly got the nation's attention, but that didn't shake up the college football world nearly as much as a win this year versus Clemson would. There's only one anomalous event in Louisville football history that comes to mind, and for that, we go back to 2002. Back when John L. Smith was at the helm and no one was giving his Cardinals any chance to beat number 4 Florida State. This was still the biggest game to be played at Papa John's Cardinal Stadium, and the place was packed despite Tropical Storm Isidore forecasted to barrel down on fans the whole night. The biggest names on the field not named Isidore were probably Bowden from Florida State and Louisville's senior quarterback Dave Ragone. Ragone actually went into the season as a Heisman hopeful, which is quite remarkable considering he was hardly recruited at all during his high school playing days. A starter for 1 year at St. Ignatius, Ragone's choices of where to play college ball came down to Louisville and not quite football powerhouse Bowling Green State University. Now in his final season as a Cardinal, the senior southpaw is trying to lead his school to the biggest win in program history. But as the tropical storm dropped buckets of rain, the Cards' offense dried up. Despite reaching the red zone several times, the Cardinals had just 6 points to show for it. Louisville was getting things done on the other side of the ball, though, keeping the game within reach. Florida State led by just 7 heading into the third quarter. And that's when Ragone showed why he was considered one of the nation's top quarterbacks heading into the season. First, he delivered a 30-yard touchdown pass to tie it at 13. Then after surrendering a touchdown, Ragone and the Cards swam down the field and capped off a drive with a 1-yard pass to Damian Dorsey to tie the game at 20. It would stay that way through regulation. Just what a game in a never-ending monsoon needed. Overtime. Florida State got the ball first in OT, and Bobby Bowden wanted the Seminoles to look for an immediate score. Bobby Bowden made a mistake. The Cards now just needed a field goal to win it, but thanks to Henry Miller, it wouldn't come down to that. Rain-soaked fans stormed the field, tore down the goalpost, and carried them back to campus. An unranked Louisville team and upended a national title contender, and it was big news all around the country. Now you would have to be naive at best to not understand how much of a long shot the Cardinals are against number 3 Clemson. But the Tigers have shown they are capable of a slip-up, and if that happens on Saturday, Louisville will have its biggest upset in school history. And Scott Satterfield's contract might already be getting some fresh ink. For WHS 11, I'm Stephen Peak.
Now, Stephen, you might be right about that contract, but hey, either way, it's going to be a fun day.